yards on first down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Well, partner, we've seen rookie running backs come into the league and have success right out of the gate. You think most recently as Saquon Barkley finished 2nd in rushing yards his rookie season. Zeke Elliott led the NFL in rushing yards as a rookie 4 years ago. Do you think this kid has what it takes to follow in footsteps like that?
I certainly do, and I went back to my notes when I was scouting him coming out of college, and those were a couple of the names that I wrote down. Not as strict comparisons, but that type of ability. He has talent, he has smarts, his expectations for himself are high, as are his teams. And, you know, running back is a position you see going in the first round very often. This guy is justified being picked in the first round in my mind, and I think that he can carry a ball club if they just hand him the ball 20 to 25 times a game.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now a handoff here to his running back. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. At the 17-yard line. A nice pickup there. And, Charles, speaking of this guy, this rookie, he has been outspoken. A great article made the rounds a couple of days ago, essentially saying that he wants to take this team to the playoffs. He wants that more than any kind of individual. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews there to make the grab. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
A year ago, Lamar Jackson led the league in touchdown passes with 36, and many of those went to his tight end, Mark Andrews, who went to the Pro Bowl in his 2nd season in the league. He led all tight ends with 10 receiving touchdowns in 2019. Many people argue that he's Jackson's go-to guy. I say there's no doubt that that is his main target, and he goes to him again for a touchdown connection.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. At their own 20. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Got a man, that's Rashard Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. 1st down, Cleveland. Here's Nick Chubb, 2nd leading rusher in the NFL last year. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. At the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings Mayfield, hands it off to Chubb. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Touchdown, Cleveland. Rashard Higgins, 53 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The kick it's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. He's got daylight. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 75 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their home.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
And that's a sight familiar to Ravens fans. Matthew Judon, a 2019 Pro Bowler, he led the Ravens with a career-high 9.5 sacks in 2019.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
Prime 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Jones on the return. The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Brown.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A pretty wild 1st quarter. 21-7, our score. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
And the Browns 1st down.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. A nice little juke. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That really sets him back. A loss of 6. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Play action. It's Jackson. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. With a man with a big new contract, Myles Garrett, in there to take him down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now a dump off here complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
It's 3rd and 10.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. On 3rd down, Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season, the future bright. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. As the Ravens push further out in front.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high offenses that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense. Come on, baby, we got to do our job. We got to do it.
I think you'd agree that looked like the right call from up here.
No doubt about it. What everyone has to understand is that the officials are going to be right on the play each and every time. You may not like the call, but they're usually spot on.
They'll get this one underneath to Hunt.
Mayfield's pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Flush to his right. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Mayfield on 1st down, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper.
Mayfield's pass.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. Seibert able to knock this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So after the penalty, we'll have one final untimed play here before halftime. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So we will not get another. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Peoples-Jones returning. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10.
And Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36.
Chubb, the ball carrier.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral it down near the 11-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And you know he wants to make the most of every carry because he competes with his quarterback. Lamar Jackson, 4 carries and yardage. But Mark Ingram, over 1,000 yards last season. And then the Ravens went out and drafted J.K. Dobbins out of Ohio State in the 2nd round. So now the Ravens potentially have 2 guys to pair with Lamar Jackson in the run game. Wishbone formation, anyone?
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now it's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tackle made.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Watch the safety creep.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's good.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 25-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Running back.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and...
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Peoples-Jones returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Mayfield completes it to Higgins.
Mayfield's pass.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. No gain on the play there, second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play. There on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, first down.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Now a handoff here to his running back. They'll get to him just inside the 15-yard line. And even after that fancy footwork we saw, a good job defensively to recover. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game.
42.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Ravens, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.